It is a scene played out in millions of homes every single day. You walk through the front door. You may have been gone for a week or perhaps just 20 minutes. But to them, your return is the greatest event of their lifetime. This unwavering devotion is the hallmark of man's best friend. We marvel at their loyalty, but a skeptic might ask, is it simply a transaction? Do they love us, or do they just love the food and shelter we provide? After all, we feed goldfish and hamsters, yet they don't cry when we leave the house. So, why are dogs so uniquely loyal to humans? The answer begins deep in our shared history. To understand the dog, we must look back thousands of years. While researchers debate the exact timeline, genetic evidence suggests that the ancestors of today's dogs split from wolves over 135,000 years ago. But the true bond began closer to 10 to 40,000 years ago. And surprisingly, humans didn't necessarily capture and tame them. They came to us. For opportunistic wolves, human hunter-gatherer camps were a goldmine of leftover food. The bolder, friendlier wolves were welcomed, while the aggressive ones were chased away. Over generations, a mutual survival pact was forged. Early humans provided food and shelter. In return, these early canines offered protection and helped humans hunt. We evolved together. By 13,000 years ago, archaeological evidence shows humans and dogs being buried side by side in the same graves. We became inextricably linked, two species surviving the harshness of the world together. Fast forward to today, and that survival pact has blossomed into something far more profound. Over time, we selectively bred them for specific traits, creating the diverse breeds we know today. But what keeps them by our sides when survival is no longer a daily struggle? Science tells us it's not just a habit, it's chemistry. When humans and dogs interact, both species experience a surge of oxytocin, often called the love hormone. Oxytocin is the exact same chemical that bonds human mothers to their newborn babies. This chemical response is accompanied by rushes of dopamine and serotonin. To a dog, you're not just a food source, you are their family. Psychologists note that the human-dog relationship closely mirrors infant caregiver attachment theory. In moments of stress, dogs seek out their humans as a safe haven. When we leave, they experience genuine separation distress. They rely on us for emotional regulation, just as we often rely on them. For decades, we misunderstood this bond. We were told that dogs view us as the alpha of their pack, and that their obedience was driven by a rigid ancestral hierarchy where we had to assert dominance. But modern veterinary experts and animal behaviors tell a different story. The alpha pack mentality is largely a myth. Dogs are indeed social creatures who benefit from structure, but their loyalty isn't born out of submission or fear. It is born out of positive reinforcement and a dynamic family partnership. They show this loyalty in beautifully subtle ways. They follow their primary caretaker from room to room. They guard us from perceived dangers. They bring us gifts, like a favorite toy or a stick. They are constantly striving to do the right thing, because positive interactions with their humans are the most rewarding part of their existence. Nowhere is this devotion more evident than in the working dog. While dogs have herded our livestock and protected our homes for centuries, their capacity for service reaches its pinnacle in the role of the guide dog. The systematic training of guide dogs began in Germany during World War I, designed to aid veterans who had lost their sight. By 1929, the movement reached America with the founding of the legendary Seeing Eye School in New Jersey. Beginning at just 14 to 17 months of age, these dogs learn an incredibly complex set of skills. They navigate curbs, gauge overhead clearances, and avoid obstacles. But their most profound display of loyalty is a concept called intelligent disobedience. If their handler gives a command that would lead them into danger, the dog is trained to disobey. They will defy their master to save their master's life. It is a level of protective devotion that transcends basic animal instinct. It is a profound, conscious act of care. Why are dogs loyal to humans? It is a story written in our DNA, forged by campfire light thousands of years ago. It is a bond built not on dominance, but on mutual survival, respect, and the undeniable chemistry of love. They ask for so little: a warm bed, a meal, a scratch behind the ears. In return, they give us everything they have. They guard our homes, they guide our steps, and they heal our hearts. They are a reflection of our own capacity to care, proving every day that they truly deserve their title. Man's best friend.